Welcome back to the program. More than a week after Nigeria's Super Falcons won the Women's Africa Cup of Nations, the players are yet to leave the Agora Hotel in Abuja in continuation of their sit-in protest. While most of the coaches left for various reasons, including the head coach Florence Omagbemi, who went for her father's burial, the players insist on staying back until their allowances and bonuses are paid. Nigeria Football Federation and government is blaming the lack of funds for the girls on the recession facing the country. Well, joining us to take a look at this is Channels TV sports correspondent Cecilia Omorigwe. Thank you so much for joining us on the program.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so you watched the girls play, you know, at the venues. You were in Cameroon for this, for the finals. And they put their heart and soul into this. So how long do you think they can continue to hold on without their monies being paid?
Yeah, I think it's going to be for a very long time, because when the sports minister actually, addressed the girls on Thursday, we felt by weekend, most of them would have gone back to their clubs. But they don't just want to leave. All they're saying is, we need to have our money. They've had promises all over the years. Sometimes they'll go for championship, and if they don't win, they don't have anything. Like the qualifiers for the Olympics, for instance, the All African Games and all that, they were not successful in that one. So bonuses and allowances weren't paid in that one. But this one, they've won. So they felt, okay, they have a ground to actually hold on to, something to hold on to. And even when some of the coaches who didn't even stay with them in the hotel, like, some of them, by the way, just didn't stay. They left. They felt, okay, the coaches are gone, but we can still stay here and demand for what we want. So I think the girls will definitely want to hold on, as long as the federation and also the sports ministry have promised them that they will definitely pay the money. But the thing is, they don't even know when. But the speculation is that it could just be before the end of this week, because they intend to present the trophy to the president. So once that is done, maybe with presidential interference, they could get something.
Well, in the world where it seems that football in itself is more attractive in other parts of the world outside of Africa, how do you think this kind of situation will affect women's football in Nigeria in itself?
I think it's going to be a very, very a negative feeling among the girls. When the under-17 went for the World Cup Championship, they came back, they were given like 10,000 naira to go back home. Then the under-20 were given 30,000, and these are the senior girls. They came back and nothing is being said. Before the semi-final, they were giving about 500,000 naira each. Then the officials were giving about 400,000 each. That's just like less than 1% of what they're being owed. Close to each player is being owed close to about 11 million naira. So, which is really much from March. The coaches have not been paid for a long time. So when you're having all this, so girls that really want to take up football, more like a career, something they can make money out of, they want to consider doing other things rather than playing football, because they'll think they don't get anything in return. The only thing is you go out there, go to the field, play your heart out, and at the end of the day, the rewards is not coming. So I think it's actually going to, discourage most of the girls who want to take up the sport and play. I listened to a BBC radio program where, former Nigerian player Mercy Akidi says, look, her children love football, but she wouldn't want them to play for Nigeria. So that's how bad it's getting. And with the league that we are having, no money to actually support them. So I think the growth of football in Nigeria will definitely be going down from what we're witnessing right now. It's not going to help the girls at all.
And apparently it seems that some people maybe believe that what the girls are doing is wrong, because we have it on social media that, they may be victimized. What's that about?
Yeah, I think we read reports, of course, everywhere that said, okay, these girls that are trying to sit in, most of them will be victimized. But the federation says, look, they won't do that, because they know these are the best girls we have. It's just about 5 of them that have left. They left the camp simply because they know they have club duties. Asisa Toshola, she's still around. Just Desire Kwaranoze, Onomebi, and of course, Ngozi Ebere, and one other player, just 5 of them that have left the camp. So you still have the others, all of them sitting put. So if you want to have a punishment, can you punish a whole team? The World Cup is 2018, so what are you going to do then? It's not possible. I don't think that victimization is going to come in. And the Federation will not do that, because these have actually attracted a whole lot of attention to the girls. So whatever happened, I think people definitely want to talk and say, look, these girls have done so well. They need more people to talk for them, and they definitely need to get their bonuses.
Do you think, one question I've been asked to ask you the last one, do you think this situation of recession would have played out if it was the men's senior national team that won the Africa Cup of Nations, their version of it? Do you think? Do you think
it would have? But the thing is, even the guys, I mean, they've been owed bonuses for like 2-3 matches. But this is a championship they've won. I think money would have come out.
All right. Thank you, Silvantia, for sharing your thoughts on that. Channel CV Sports correspondent Cecilia Omaragwe. Thank you. Right, in other stories now, festive season is a travel season, and South Africa's points of entry are bracing up for the usual surge in travel numbers. Now, South Africa's Home Affairs Minister Malusi Gigara went on a tour of the OR Tambo International Airport, one of Africa's busiest, to ascertain the state of preparedness for the rather hectic period.
South Africa's Home Affairs Minister Malusi Gigaba walked the length of the airport to see firsthand how the men and women at the points of entry and departure are braced for the holiday period.
So this visa was applied online. South African.
Already the traveller numbers are up and the pressure on the personnel is much, but the minister says plans are already in place to ease up the pressure.
For OR Tambo International Airport, additional resources for the 2016-2017 festive season were provided. In spite of current financial constraints, a total of 92 additional staff members will be deployed at this port of entry from 9 December 2016 to 14 January 2017.
For those still worried about the regulation regarding those traveling with children, the minister cleared the air on certain aspects.
For those from visa requiring countries, by the time they arrive at OR Tambo or any other port of entry, they no longer have to submit a birth certificate for the child. They would have submitted it at the point of applying for a visa together with the rest of the documents. For people from China, they no longer have to submit it because they do it in the country of origin through the accredited traveler tourism companies. For people from India, we had said we will recognize the Indian passport, which already contains the details of the parents on the passport of the minor child, and that suffices.
The OR Tambo Airport is Africa's busiest airport and serves as a hub for domestic and international travel to and from South Africa. 85% of travelers to the country during the festive period are said to be from other African countries. From Johannesburg, South Africa, Betsy Dibia, Channels Television News.
Well, that's Network Africa. Thank you for watching. I'm Jockey Rogers. Bye for now.